Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you an entire house clean. It's been a while since I uploaded a full house clean, so this week while I was doing my tasks, I picked up the camera and filmed it for you guys, and I'm hoping it gives you loads of inspiration. I filmed this over the course of 2 different days, so yeah, I hope you really enjoy it. And if you're new around here, I would love you to consider subscribing to my channel. I post 3 videos a week, all to do with cleaning, motherhood and lifestyle, and I'd love to have you. And if you are an old subscriber, please consider hitting that little bell next to the subscribe button, and then you will be notified every time I post a new video. But without further ado, let's get into this clean. Okay, so I'm starting out in the kitchen, and on the day that I filmed this, my husband actually took our 3 children to the park so that I could have an hour or so to just blitz the downstairs of our home. I'm finding cleaning as well is just really relaxing and de-stressing me at the moment. With everything so hectic, I just find it so nice to actually be cleaning. Often I'll be listening to music or to an audiobook, and I just really enjoy having the time to myself, but then I don't feel guilty because I am actually being productive, and we then have a lovely clean house at the end of it. So he took them out and I got to do this, de-stress and clean. But I always tend to start out cleaning in the kitchen because this is the room that we spend the most amount of time in. So if for any reason I had to stop this clean early, at least we'd have a clean kitchen, which is really the hub of our home. So I'm just starting out with wiping down all of the surfaces. I'm using a Method surface spray for this. I think it was in the scent Pink Grapefruit. And then I'm using my favorite cloth, which is the Marigold Squeaky Clean cloth. And now I'm just going to run around and sort out a few other things like the couch, just straighten it out and make it look a bit better. And you may have seen our little vacuum just run into our utility room. I turned that on at the beginning of our clean so that it can be vacuuming and picking up any crumbs or dirt while I'm sorting out everything else. And then I am going to give the floor a really good mop because I tend to do that once a week. This little vacuum does have a mop setting on it, but sometimes at least once a week I feel like our floors really do need a good scrub. So I'm just running around putting away like the millions of toys and wiping down the surfaces. A few things seem to be a little bit dusty, especially our windowsill and frames. So I'm just going to give that a really good dust and then also tidy up a few more toys. So as you can probably see, I've moved on to our utility room. I just folded a load of laundry and now I'm just going to give this bathroom a quick once over. This is probably the most used bathroom in our house because it's downstairs and everyone's at home at the moment. So it does get pretty messy. So I'm just going to give it a good clean, and I'm using my usual blue is for loo cloth, and then I'll use a different cloth on everything else, and I'll just throw it straight into the wash. And I'm just using some Flash with bleach to clean the toilet. So yeah, just gonna keep cleaning this room. I'm going to do the sink and the like taps and everything surface as well. Next up, I'm going to mop this entire room. So I've got my trusty spray mop out, the one that I always talk about. It comes with removable mop heads and you can just fill up the canister here with the floor cleaner that you want to, and then you can be mopping and spraying, and it's just so easy. I love using it. It's probably my favorite cleaning gadget ever. I think this is my third mop that I've had as well over the past 10 years. But anyway, I've just put a little bit of Flash floor cleaner into the canister and then topped it up with water. And I probably should have said before, earlier in the vlog, especially if you're new, but that big giant black boot on my foot is because 3 weeks ago I fractured my foot and I now have to wear this for about 4 to 6 weeks. My foot is feeling a lot better, but wearing this boot just means that I can do things like this. I can run around and not injure myself or hurt myself. So it's actually really helped me to speed up, because before I knew it was actually fractured, I was just walking around not knowing it was broken and I could barely do anything. So this boot has actually helped so much. But when I'm mopping, I have to be so careful because the floor gets a little bit wet and the boot is plastic. So I've got to be really, really careful here. So I'm trying to like back away from the wetness. So yes, I'm just going to run around and mop this floor, and then I'm going to move upstairs and do the bedrooms. as you can probably tell, I'm upstairs now and I just cleaned our bed and now I'm going to tackle my clothes. So do you remember when I used to have a chair in our bedroom and I used to joke that it was called the chair drobe because all the clothes would end up on it? Well, now they end up here on my vanity unit. So I don't know why, but I tend to put everyone else's clothes away and then leave mine like that. And then I'll normally have like a 2-day backlog and need to put it all away. But anyway, I'm going to clean up this vanity unit, just give it a dust with a glass cleaner because it has a glass top on it and it needs just a bit of a wipe down. I'm going to clean the mirror as well. And then, as I said, put all of those clothes away. And this, like when I'm filming this part of the clean, it's actually a different day. It's 2 days after the downstairs clean was filmed. But I put on the same t-shirt to try and be like, it's the same clean. But don't worry, I have washed it. But this is a different day. So I'm wearing my jean shorts and I actually started this clean at 8 a.m. because I really wanted to get the upstairs clean and put some laundry on and things before we started homeschooling. And it was actually a really nice way to do it. It's just while the boys were just chilling out in the morning watching TV and having their breakfast, I came upstairs and I just blitzed the upstairs, and then I felt good for the rest of the day just knowing that it had been done and was all like sorted. So anyway, I'm just going to put these clothes away and then I'm going to move on to my son's rooms as well. And now I'm moving on to my eldest son's room. I've made his bed and now I'm just going to lift it up and put all of the toys under it. We have this really clever ottoman bed, or it's also called a gas lift bed. And I would really recommend this for storage. If you're short on storage, this is amazing. And I hide all the soft toys. There's actually even a pool table under there, a keyboard, like there's so much. So I'm just going to hide all that away. Febreze his bedding, just make the room smell a bit nicer, get rid of any like musty smells, and then I'm going to dust his side tables. We recently did up his room and we're really pleased with it, but this side table does look a little bit dusty, and this lamp, I didn't even think about it when we bought it, but it's actually really difficult to dust, so I'm trying to do that. And then I'm going to move on to the other side as well, and then I'm going to vacuum his room. This bowl is his pride and joy. I showed it in his room tour, but my husband bought this. Sometimes I think my husband buys these football things and memorabilia more for himself than for our son, because he is obsessed with Tottenham as well. So he found it online and it's a signed Lucas Moura ball. But the case that we got for it actually does get really dusty. So I've just given that a good wipe down, then dusting down the side and also the frame above it as well. And now I'm going to vacuum with my Shark vacuum. I tend to always use this upstairs. I actually keep it upstairs as well. I find that it's really good at picking up dirt on our carpets upstairs, so I really like using it. And it also has this handy like wand handle, which is really easy to get into all the corners as well. So I really like this vacuum. Although the cord is a little bit annoying, I find that it just does a really good job. So now I'm just going to vacuum with my silly boots on. I also probably should have thought before I wore those short shorts in a video. Didn't even think about it. It's just really hot here at the moment, so that's literally just what I'm wearing today. So excuse my short shorts. And then I'm also going to dust down his like windowsill and then move on to my son Caleb's room.
I remember those days we were young and had nothing to do. I used to pick you up and drive to a place we could talk for hours. Sometimes we'd run out of words to say, but we didn't mind, 'cause we could lay on the ground and just stare into each other's eyes. And I remember when you kissed me, I felt the taste of your lipstick, even the brand of your ripped jeans. I can still see it all. We ran on top of buildings, just like a scene from a movie, living our life on the edge, and we'd never trip and fall, never trip and fall. Never trip and fall, trip and fall. Lying to our parents of our whereabouts and what we did, and drinking liquor out the bottle at a party we knew no one there. And we didn't even care if we stayed out all night, 'cause we always had each other, always had each other, always had each other. We always had each other.
As you can see, my littlest has come to find me, but I guess I have been about an hour, so he's wondering where I am, but I'm literally so close to being done. I'm just going to give this family bathroom a once over and then our ensuite as well, and then we can get on with the day and with homeschooling and all of that good stuff. So I'm just wiping down the toilet. This is really the boys' bathroom, so it can get quite messy. Then I'm moving on to the sink, just going to give that a good wipe down, any toothpaste and stuff that's in that. And then I'm also going to clean the mirror, the bathtub, and then the floor in here as well. I thought I would just stop the music there because I wanted to show you my new perfume tray. This is something I found on Amazon. It's a fake marble looking tray, and I thought it would be a really nice place to store my perfumes. And we also have a similar one downstairs in our bathroom, and that holds our hand wash, hand cream, and a towel as well. But I'm just repositioning them on there, giving them all a dust as well. But I think it's nice to have like a little place now for all of my perfumes. I also just tidy up our little face mirror because sometimes we like to face the window for really good light, like when I'm plucking my eyebrows and stuff like that. And now I'm just going to finish up cleaning our sink down and also wiping the mirror as well. And the only thing that's left to do in this room is to clean the floors because our shower is looking pretty clean at the moment. So I'm just going to give it a good wipe by hand. I always tend to just do that because our bathrooms are really tiny and I never really bring the mop up, and I feel like I can clean it really well just by hand with a good like surface spray. So I'm going to do that in this room, and then the only other thing that I was going to do before I go is vacuum the stairs. And I always tend to use our Dyson vacuum for that because it's so light, it's cordless, it's just so easy to use, and it has some really good attachments. So obviously I've got this attachment on to do the main part of the stairs, and then when I get down to the bottom there's a really good one that you can put on for like the corners of the stairs, and there's dust running up the banister, so I also used it for that. But that is pretty much it for today. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you guys are all keeping safe, and more important, keeping sane at this very strange time. I know it's just been so weird, hasn't it? And I really feel like it's been a long time now and we're ready for the world to go back to normal, but I think it's going to be a while. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.